Alright, so this is going to be the Coaster Studios reaction to my 2025 personalized list. So this is going to be unscripted as usual, and then as well, this is the, reacting to it. Alright, I hope we enjoy. This is take 2.
Hey, thanks for coming back for another cameo so we can take a look at your updated top 10.
Yeah, okay, wait, go back up. So you're at 76 total credits now.
Yes.
Very nice.
Yes. I am now at 83 as of recording on June 1st, 2026. And this list hasn't changed much, So, the good news is you're gonna see something very similar to this. So this is mostly up to date, but we may see some changes here or there. I'll point them out when we get to.
Okay. I wish that I had like a superior memory that I could remember what your top 10 was. But we will just go off of what we have here.
Yeah.
You said you missed thrill coasters from Six Flags America and Katy. That stinks.
Yeah,
not
that's
really
unfortunate.
Six Flags America.
Yeah, because I'm not seeing, I don't see I-35 on here, so I mean, I'm assuming that it was down for a long time.
Pretty much, yes. From my experience, I missed it by a day. That sucks. It was the first time of the season, so for that to open, so I went there in August 6th, 2025, and it kind of sucked to see that not much progress had been made, but then, I think less than 24 hours, maybe 24 hours exactly, the roller coaster opened the first time for the season, and that really pissed me off, That was probably the ride I was most looking forward to in my King's Dominion and Six Flags America trip, but whatever, I could go back.
So that's a bummer one, because that would definitely, I feel like, be on here.
Oh, God, yeah.
And then I'm assuming you're referring to Superman at Six Flags America, because I don't see that on here.
Actually, I was referring to, the ride that was called Batwing. It was a flying coaster. I really like the coma versions, I also think that the variety of going on your back and facing down is much more of a notable experience, and really something that seems more interesting that I never got to experience. Fortunately, the ride was gone when I got there, It never would have operated again, and that sucks. But Superman, I don't think it would have made this list, really, just because I'm a bit nitpicky with, how layouts are, how roller coaster layouts, with pacing and all that stuff. I think it would have been, I would have preferred it less than Goliath at Magic Mountain, but that is a hot take for another day, Okay.
Well, we were supposed to get a last ride on that thing, and then
we were supposed to be on the last ever train.
And then the ride just,
died.
Yeah.
I wish I could get on an Intamin Hyper, but we'll see one day. Okay.
So unceremonious. Yeah. Okay, so your number one is Ghost Rider. Not.
Amazing.
So good.
I love that ride so much.
But it's rare that you see it as a number one.
Ooh, really?
So, like...
I feel like this person has to be Cali-based.
I'm assuming Cali.
I feel like that's...
Wonder Woman...
Alright, yeah. Ghost Rider, I chose this beautiful thing because, well, this is actually pretty much a, this is pretty much a well-paced roller coaster that kind of builds upon itself in speed, intensity, and the balance between the laterals and airtime. There are definitely flaws with it, and really, I haven't experienced it outside of one day, so that is unfortunate, guys, But in terms of Ghost Rider, I think when I wrote it, I think it was really well paced and all. In terms of how it felt on the ride, not necessarily speed or frequency of forces. And now on to Wonder Woman.
Flight of Courage is your favorite ride at Magic Mountain. That's an interesting choice.
That's a take.
I don't hear that ever.
I mean, it's
yeah, Wonder Woman. I think this ride is definitely great for the variety of forces and all for these stalls. I think a lot of the force combinations and all, and really it is a ride that is unique. It isn't really forceful though, and I can see where many people come from, and I think Bybie's gonna mention that right now. Yes, I've watched this many times. In fact,
good ride.
It is good. It is fun.
But I don't know about that.
Interesting.
I don't even know what my favorite ride at that park is.
Mine is X2. I'm assuming you're not a X2
well,
person.
X2's not even on here.
I don't even...
Interestingly, I am, and I do pretty much appreciate X2. You're right that I'm not really an X2 person because really I like my flipping rides as in that kind of like whip on. It's like you feel it whenever it's less of a heart-lined flip and more so a whippy flip that could be found on roller coaster wide as Zaxby's. I haven't been on one, but I think I've also think about those like booster flat rides too, with the gondolas on each side. But I think it's like that actually did rise up because I got a better appreciation. I do appreciate that it does have like somewhat like airtime moments, and it also has some weird like flips and hang time, some positives. It's just pretty fun. It's just I'm not gonna let it top Viper because that ride is pretty awesome for the very intense forces and all. That is my 7th roller coaster as of right now. So, oh boy.
I can see it. Yeah. So, but a lot of people didn't have Twisted Colossus. I don't see Twisted Colossus on here, so
I do like that ride.
I'm just curious what's going on there.
No, this is interesting because now West Coast races would be the second best at the park.
That's a good ride. I just wish it didn't have the comfort collars.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, dude, yes. I'm not really too bothered with the comfort collars. It's just loading is kind of a pain, and I do have a fantasy where this could become 48 inches. I know it's just not going to happen if the comfort collars ever came off. But I would have preferred if it did. But I think it is a good family thrill roller coaster that I think that is a bit more on the thrilling side, but still very fun and all. Also, that as of right now, only comfort collar roller coasters are West Coast Racers and Big Apple coasters. So that means that we have all the Skyrocket 2s that are removed. And every Premier coaster, you don't have to deal with the pain of neck chopping or really interfering with the restraint, I guess.
Yeah.
Maybe someday.
yeah.
But that's interesting. I definitely like Twisted Timbers better than both of those. Maybe all three, honestly.
Twisted Timbers is phenomenal.
It's so good.
I would definitely bump that up.
Yeah, I'm definitely more of a fan of like the iBoxes over like the Raptors.
Right.
That makes sense pretty much. It's just I'm not too big of an airtime person. I prefer like my variety and balance between elements and perhaps the pacing as well. That is kind of like building upon itself. Like that's why Ghost Rider's up here. Twisted Timbers is very good in terms of like consistent pacing or consistent frequency of forces, and there's like it's not just all airtime, so I appreciate that, and I appreciate that it's longer than Twisted Colossus, which is why that thing got kicked out this year, not last year, of the top 10.
So then we have Riddler's Revenge. Okay.
That's the stand-up, yeah?
Right. That's an interesting take.
You have interesting taste.
Yeah.
I like this.
Riddler's Revenge is a very strong stand-up coaster. Like, as far as stand-ups go. However, it's still a stand-up. So I feel
whoa there. How dare you insult Riddler's Revenge? I get, now, to be fair, this is a very selective type of roller coaster where you have to position the seats at a specific height, which I know it takes a bit more knowledge compared to just sitting down in a chair, really, but, and second of all, I know standing up on a roller coaster isn't the best thing, isn't somebody's favorite, where it kind of has like all the blood going down your feet and all, but I think I didn't really get much of the worst side effects, and as a bonus, this is a pretty it's a nice experience where you have a lot of exposure to the forces, as in some of it is positive G's, which is the main focal point, but the laterals on here and the airtime can be pretty exposing, I'll say. Also, Riddler's Revenge is a unique thing for B&M, because it is a kind of a different take on under looping coaster layouts, where it has somewhat of a different order of elements, but it has like a lot of like same essentials. Like you have your loops, your dial loops, you have your inclined loops, you have your corkscrews. I also think it has a good balance between the non-inverting elements, because in the second half there is a good amount of non-inverting elements on the coaster, and that is a pretty fun thing to do at the very least. Riddler's Revenge is definitely a pretty fun coaster, I'll say. But I unfortunately haven't ridden it in almost a year or so. Yeah.
Like you automatically can't place it as high as maybe some others. Like I don't know. I look at some of the rides that you've been on here, and I'd probably take some others over.
Like I definitely I'm looking down, but I definitely like Joker's Jinx and Grizzly better.
And Tatsu. All right.
That's I don't know. Those are hit or miss with me. It depends on my mood.
It depends. Okay.
One ride that I do not think is better than Riddler, so I'll give you this. At least you have this order correct. You have Viper next.
You're so mean.
Listen, Viper.
How dare you insult the goat?
Viper is solid. Like I don't hate Viper. I like Viper. Like if they took it out, I'd be like, that's a bummer. I wouldn't be heartbroken though.
There would be people who would be.
Oh yeah, but I'd be like, oh, that's too bad.
Yeah.
I don't. That's like. I get it. It's not the most comfortable, and I know a lot of enthusiasts don't really like intense positive G's, but this is a very quirky ride. I'll say this. It's like I can go. It's like if I had the time, which I wish I did, but I would rather keep this video shorter than the first one. Reaction. I will say this coaster is like Viper has so many unique elements or forces. I really like the twisted first drop, where it has where sitting in the back has two parts of laterals that are sustained. This is pretty wacky. I also really like the vertical loop that just keeps on compressing and compressing in a predictable spot. So that's very cool. The intense positives and speed as well on the other loops are pretty cool. The second half is kind of quirky and differentiates with the first half, and really, it is a pretty cool ride. I just wish it was paced a little better, though. But yeah, I definitely appreciate Viper, and it is one of the most memorable coasters I've been on. It can be more memorable than those top 5 right here,
But I would take Tatsu over Viper for sure.
Yes, I agree with that.
Yeah, it's just interesting. Seeing Viper in the top 10 list is pretty rare.
I mean, we have a friend who has Viper as their number 1 though.
Right.
Which I can't tell if he's joking.
I'm curious because
I also know somebody in a Discord server that also has Viper as their number 1. I totally agree. I've ridden it. I totally agree.
You've clearly been to Knott's. Have you not been on Accelerator?
Yeah, about Accelerator. Jesus, dude. I was like, you're not gonna like what I say about Accelerator, unless, if you're that passionate towards it. I think Accelerator is kind of like a one-trick pony, really. I'm so sorry to tell you about that. Okay, maybe it's like I get it's an intimate Accelerator. I get it's very unique, but. I just wish it had a more longer layout, really. Yes.
Or even
that was also down for a long time. Who knows?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm a California local. I can.
But so after that, you have Joker's Jinx.
Very good.
That's a fun one. Yeah, I like it.
I like that ride.
Yeah, may it rest in peace.
Yeah.
And Grizzly's running great.
Yeah, if that was this year, then I'm assuming you got the nice retract version.
Yeah, Grizzly's running super well. That's a very fun wooden coaster. It's improved a lot recently.
Ooh, then Manta at SeaWorld San Diego.
Cute. I like that ride. It's
I like
fun.
that ride too.
It's fun. Tame little, multi-launch coaster there.
There's so many Mantos. I saw that. I'm like, which one is it?
The one in California.
Yeah, I guess that's
south.
No.
I just wish, as somebody who has SeaWorld as our home park, I do wish that we would have gotten something other than Arctic Rescue. Even though, yes, it is tamer, and I think it would have been a great family coaster for people building up to it. It's just a Mahuka clone, a Hot Racer, Aqua Tracks, something else from Intamin would have been much more standing out, as this is kind of like the dire treat of the SeaWorld parks, really. It's like but I do hope we get that B&M surf coaster, because really I think we do need another longer multi-launch coaster that does more than just what kind of Manta does. It's a great layout. It's kind of short though, and really it is a layout that has like a variety of elements that it's good, but I think we need another thrill coaster. That's what I'm saying.
No, that Manta's fun. It's a
an
fun
interesting
ride.
list.
It
I
is.
like it.
Very unique list. We're not
Yeah.
used to seeing a lot of these rides on.
Mhm.
So.
But I respect it.
Yeah, absolutely. But anyways, thank you for reaching out to us here on Cameo, and we hope that you have a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays.
Alright, so what are my thoughts on this Coaster Studios list? I appreciate getting another cameo from them, and really this is, this is kind of fun and all. It is fun to react to this channel, and I think, I was being pretty passive on this list until, their channel got hacked, and as of right now it is pretty much down, and I think this is a list that I could just remember and just, really enjoy. And so I think that the reactions were kind of interesting, where they had, it was a bit different, where it wasn't like a reaction where, oh my god, it's Mind Eraser again and again. It's more so, it's just like, ooh, so we get to know that Diesel is, has much more of a unique list and all, and that is kind of what I wanted to, show a bit. It's like, and I do think it was well deserved that this is a list that we have got, that has some differences, because truth be told, I think out of every coaster on this current list right here, not in the actual list that I have right now, 3 of the coasters were here. Now that since we're next to, Manta is out of the top 10. I think that this, it's always very fun to. It is also kind of cool that it's not just, oh, we're just roasting these coasters. It's just like, I also give that a list where these are coasters that I haven't ridden, and really it's kind of fun to see them play and speculate, In terms of Coaster Studios, I do wish that they would get their channel back. I know some people don't really like them because of maybe actions in the past, but overall, I think that it's like they're still a quality YouTube channel for roller coasters. I also they seem to be pretty nice as well, and they do a variety with including some stuff that are in the professional field. I think the Intamin designing video where they went to Liechtenstein to interview these designers are very interesting to see the coaster building process, and they do a lot of documentaries like that, and it's very nice to see a channel like that kind of doing a lot and stuff. I do, that said, I don't think they have the best reviews really as of a channel, because I think that they I wouldn't say they're the most informational. I think, and they're not the, and they're at least easy to understand. And I think they touch on everything, but but I don't know, I'm just a pretty analytical person, and second of all, I am used to seeing Canopy coasters, so I'm kind of comparing that to, you know, their channel. Alright. So yeah, this is my reaction video for Coaster Studios. I am excited to see how my coasters change for this year, because really I haven't really explored that much this year. I'm at like 7 new credits, and the only thrilling coaster that I would say is Sidewinder at Elitch Gardens, and it's probably the best one that I've done this year, and it is intense. I really like the forces. It's just a very short layout and all, and it's just like, oh, bummer. So yeah, I hope this list could change where I can get some of the more popular coasters that they have written, and it's just like, holy crap, this guy has changed, and it's just like, oh my goodness, this popular coaster is above another one. We gotta react to this, and yes, Alright, so I am kind of stalling. If you want more context that I haven't already given for some of these coasters, like on my top 30 list of my reviews, I think those are available as of right now. It's not Twisted Timbers, Ghost Rider, Riddler's Revenge, Viper for full-fledged reviews. I do have it in the top 30 list. I don't have the top 2, Joker's Jinx or Grizzly, or Wonder Woman. So there's that. I hope you enjoy. And yeah, sorry for my tangent. Alright, goodbye.